Oh my goodness. Are you for Sesame Street?
Okay,
Ernie
I've
and
heard
Bert?
of Sesame Street.
Okay, I know what Sesame Street
We've
is.
heard of Sesame Street.
Seriously. Honestly, what'd you do? Like what did you
Read
watch as
books,
kids?
man.
What
Read
books did you?
books.
Yeah, but you're not
Lots.
4 years old reading
Most
Calvin's
Dutch kids-
Institutes.
You should be.
Locked in my
You
room.
should be.
Oh, ridiculous. Yep, let's read this autobiography by William Law. You know who that is?
And he shall go forthest to tell us to us.
Oh, forget it.
Honestly, if kids,
A Puritan, William Law, the Puritan. You should know that.
Sorry.
Anyway.
if you turn the TV off, kids play.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
their
there's nothing wrong with
imaginations
kids play.
run wild. It's definitely a total crutch and totally justifiable for a lot of people to survive a day, like zero judgment.
Yeah.
But it is interesting lately. A few times we've just been like, no, TV's off. Sick
Yeah,
of it. This
that's
is
good.
This
We
is
should do
ridiculous.
that. We should.
And they just go. They fight too, right? But that's just part of life. You gotta learn how to fight. Right? Learn how to fight fair. So.
I don't have any self-control to keep that thing off. I have to use my lockbox. I just put it in there again for 9 days. Just the TV remote and the power cord.
Okay,
Otherwise I
not
cast.
on at all.
No.
Now that F1's over, you can put
done.
it away.
Do you know what I deleted?
Well, F1 I still only I would block it up until Saturday morning, and then I would watch it on Saturday morning, and then I'd lock it up again because I'll just be on the TV. Like
I deleted the YouTube app. It's made a difference, huge difference. I was just scrolling. That's where I would get I would just watching news.
That's where you got your info on the Mormons, probably.
No, that's where I got my info on the ostriches.
Okay.
Well, that's why you have the password to my phone. I don't know if the listeners know this, but Gary has the password to my phone for make sure that my YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook apps, I get 5 minutes a day on those apps every day. After that, they're locked. Except for Wednesdays, I give myself 45 minutes because I need to upload the podcast and do some more stuff. But, man, it's...
Do all this in 45 minutes?
Well, Mary helps me posting a lot of the things, but if I need to post more things or just check comments, whatever else like that,
Wow.
those just have 5 minutes a day.
Wow, that's impressive.
Well, I'm an addict, man.
Maybe
I'll
you're a genius.
I'll waste way too much time on it, so I
yeah.
have to have that stuff locked off. Also, for like my internet's locked up too. Like I can maybe last like
You got your
2 to 4 weeks without with an open phone before I end up like looking at porn or something. Like I am not trustworthy
Right,
with
yeah.
technology. I don't know very many people that are. I think a lot of people are in denial that they can can self control themselves. I can't.
Yeah, and most people minimize, right? So like, especially men have a amazing ability to minimize. So
You got your Christmas gifts bought yet?
I'm fine. No.
wow, where did that
We
come
don't
from?
either. I don't know. It's just my flight.
Do you do Christmas presents for your kids?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But we're going to simplify it this year. We've not, we Christmas for us has never been crazy expensive, but I'm starting to get tired. Even my kids are starting to get tired of the consumerism. Like we said, what do you want for Christmas? I'm like, I don't know. Like 2 of my kids said socks. So praise the Lord for that. But
That's awesome.
we still have, I got to buy my mom's. My mom's hard to shop for. You don't do Christmas, do you?
Well, we do Christmas. We just don't do a
Don't do
bunch of
gifts.
gifts for
Right,
kids.
yeah.
I realize
I like
I'm,
that,
I'm
actually.
trying to get my kids outside more, but I realize we don't have nearly as many outside toys as inside things. So for Christmas, we're going to get them like a headlamp, walkie-talkies,
Well, I need a headlamp.
like
Grab an extra one.
things like that, and just to like make sure that hey, you get,
Walkie-talkies are fun.
yeah, outside, and they're not allowed inside.
Not
Yeah, that's what we're going to get. We're not allowed inside. Get
I
them
guess
outside.
my question would be, why do you have to buy them at Christmas? Like, just go buy. Like, if you need gifts or fun stuff for your family, go buy it. And if you don't need it, don't buy it.
Although it does do something for, like, we can go too far with it, but I think like giving the gift at Christmas, now, within the context of keeping the meaning of Christmas, I think, commemorates the birth of Jesus pretty well. Honestly, like giving a gift because it's the Lord's birthday.
Most kids don't have the ability to differentiate or understand that.
I don't know.
And my kids for sure don't.
We read the Christmas story from the scriptures every single Christmas morning before anybody opens gifts. And it's now a tradition where my kids are like, we can't open gifts yet. We got to read the Christmas story. And I love it. My dad started it. It was...
That's cool.
Yeah, it is very, very cool.
You
Every
took
morning.
a hiatus while you were selling blow, I guess, from carrying on that tradition.
Can we get off that now? Please.
You're forgiven.
You're poking me where I'm vulnerable.
No, I know. You're so sensitive about truth-telling.
I-
Do you hold this standard for yourself to be perfectly honest all the time?
Always.
Okay, and how does that go for you?
Until just recently, it's been pretty good. Honestly. Because I'm, like, in my life and in my job, too, I'm required to be a truth teller.
Okay.
I think we should always be that. I think about that all
Yeah,
the time.
well,
I'm the
that's-
same guy that on the podcast here is off. Like there is no
Hypercritical.
of myself. No, but like I don't want to have to think about like when I shouldn't be truthful. Not like no.
No, I'm not thinking about whether. No, when I found when I wasn't truthful, and I wanted to correct it.
Yeah,
like
that's
what? Yeah, like.
Very good, Matt. Really important.
Okay. Anyway, we didn't need to.
Hey,
we didn't need
so
to
you
talk
don't like
about that
compliments either? It sounds
No,
like.
it's just we didn't. That's
Hey,
fine.
I seen
Thanks,
a quote
guys.
this week that I just thought was absolutely dynamite, and it kind of comes to about feelings, and it says, "You can't hurt my feelings. I get called worse things in the hymns on Sunday morning."
Oh, I like it.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't that dynamite? If we're totally forgiven, I think it's amazing.
Trust me,
I want
Matt
to get
still
a shirt
can be pretty
made.
sensitive. He does not like to be called names. He's
On Sunday morning, you get called a wretched sinner. So
Yeah, well, that's a fact.
yeah, so you can't hurt your feelings when you maybe screw up.
Do you like old hymns?
I love singing. I love old
hymns,
hymns.
too.
I
and
like old
like
hymns
hymns,
better
too.
than the newer stuff.
yeah.
Way
I want
better.
it sung when at my funeral.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
one do you want? I think
Which
you'll
one?
die before me. So if you
I
die
will
before
definitely
me,
die
okay, if
before
you
you.
die before me, what hymns
Your
you want
wife
sung?
and I have had a conversation about my funeral.
What
by the way.
what
She
hymns
said
you
she
want?
would finally preach over my dead body.
Oh yeah, would you?
Pretty savage.
You'll let. Yeah, we'll invite
Okay,
him.
what's your hymn? What's your go-to hymn?
Probably How Great Thou Art.
That's a good one.
It is well with my soul.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's probably.
I mean, it's a deep, deep love of Jesus. I sing it to my kids almost every night.
I like A Mighty Fortress Is Our. Listen to what we're talking about. This is hilarious. People are listening, just like, oh my goodness.
No, they're good. It's,
A Mighty Fortress Is Our God. I love that one.
who sang that? Who wrote
Martin Luther wrote it.
that? Okay.
A stronghold. No. A stronghold never failing. A bulwark never failing. Sorry. A good one.
Okay, can I read some listener feedback?
Be careful. Be careful. There's certain things. There's listener feedback that cannot be brought to light.
Yeah, there is.
Really?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I don't know any of it because
guy-
I don't get any listener feedback. So
guy
whatever that's about, I don't know anything about it.
This guy thinks
Just letting everybody know.
Disclaimer.
No, I don't
Matt's
know
not wearing any of
I
this.
don't know what he's talking about.
this guy thinks I'm totally dumb. That's okay. I get work called worse things on Sunday morning. I
I'm
know.
all out of coffee. My coffee's
You can
gone.
have the rest of mine.
Nah, you don't. That's it's
black like your heart.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Okay, mailbag. Hey guys, I know from listening that you all deeply love and honor your wives, and the comments about being prepared to be disappointed in marriage are said in jest, sort of. I am in a deeply fulfilling, joy-filled marriage.
No joking.
Me too.
Me too.
I'm with that.
Me
I didn't
too.
write that. I didn't write that comment. But I agree. I'm in a joy-filled marriage too.
So is this lady.
Is that my wife?
I'll keep reading. However, that was not always the case. We had to make a choice.
Oh, that's not my wife.
Divorce and let Satan win or start over. It was not until we applied God's principles that we really started to thrive. We are now very passionate about encouraging other couples to embrace God's design for
Praise
marriage.
God. Praise the
Amazing.
Lord.
Not what the
Amazing.
church culture can sometimes say overtly or implicitly through learned behavior. When a marriage thrives, the kids thrive, and it can positively impact generations. I attended that, and it talks about a denomination. Briefly, as a child, my parents left soon after my dad was saved, and that changed the trajectory of our family. Thanks be to God. With that being said, I know there are still many young people in our area, southern Alberta, who carry the baggage of things they were taught, and it shows by how many families are polished on the outside and at church, but are drowning at home. I would
that's
love
awful,
if you
eh?
guys would review
That's
this
awful.
series and comment on it as a way to provide resources to many couples, young men who listen to you. Here's
What
a link.
series?
There's a series on Spotify.
Oh, okay.
So I'll put that in
the show notes?
Yeah, I'll put that in the show notes. But I thought it was a cool comment. Thank you for all you do and share the gospel and normalize guys talking about and being open to new ideas, thoughts about without getting defensive. We don't get defensive? Sounds like we get defensive sometimes. But
Why don't you shut up? Anyway?
praying for God's continued blessing. So I thought
Praise
that
the
was
Lord.
a-
That's good comment, man. That's
Hey guys, if you enjoyed that episode and were blessed by it, would you be willing to support the show? That would help a lot in creating more content, improving the quality of the content, putting the production value, getting more guests on, and me being able to spend more time and energy towards it. So if you're interested in doing that, you can click up here and it'll take you to a support page. But you can also subscribe to the podcast by clicking over here and doing that. Thanks again for listening, and I'll catch you on the next one.